Our focus this afternoon begins with fresh news concerning Arsenal, as developments have emerged within the past hour regarding their transfer activity. Despite already spending significant amounts of money in this transfer window, Arsenal are now exploring the possibility of bringing in Bayer Leverkusen's highly rated defender Piero Hincapie. While the club's main priority has been on managing departures and trimming down the squad, they are still working to ensure they are ready to act swiftly if the opportunity arises to sign a left-sided central defender. Mark, this story has only just broken, and it could be another major addition for Mikel Arteta if Arsenal push ahead. Naturally, some fans may be wondering why yet another defender is being targeted, but under Arteta, the Gunners have consistently strengthened their backline, and given their improved attacking options with strikers, wingers, and attack-minded midfielders already in place, supporters are likely to be more comfortable with money being spent on defense at this stage. Reports coming out of Germany suggest that Hincapie, who is just 23 years old, has a release clause set at €60 million, which is approximately £52 million. That fee marks the starting point for any negotiations, and although it does not necessarily mean Arsenal will pay the full amount, it establishes the level at which talks would begin. Arsenal might hope to secure him for £30 to £40 million, but the German club's stance will be to push for a figure closer to the official clause. What works in Arsenal's favor is that the player himself has reportedly expressed a strong desire to play in the Premier League, and Arsenal appears to be his preferred destination. This puts the London club in a good negotiating position. Hincapie fits the profile Arsenal are seeking as a left-footed central defender, but he also brings valuable versatility. He has the ability to operate at both centre-back and left-back, which is precisely the type of adaptable quality Arteta looks for in his squad. Kevin, when assessing the player's quality, it's worth remembering that Leverkusen will be reluctant to part with him, especially considering how important he was to Xabi Alonso's side during their recent domestic success. Hincapie played a crucial role in helping Leverkusen win the double in Germany. His tactical intelligence and awareness have been standout features, as Alonso often used him in a system where he locked down the left side of defense while teammates like Jeremy Frimpong surged forward and Alex Grimaldo drifted into midfield. His aggression, physical presence, and intelligence make him well suited to cope with the demands of the Premier League. Many observers believe he has the qualities to thrive in England and consider him one of the best young defensive prospects available right now. Of course, some might question why Arsenal would chase another defender when they already possess depth across most areas of the pitch. The Gunners have options such as Ben White, Jurrien Timber, Gabriel, William Saliba, Jakub Kiwior, and even the newly acquired Ricardo Calafiori. Christian Mosquera has also joined this summer, adding to the competition. However, the brutal reality of the Premier League is that injuries can derail even the most carefully assembled squads. Last season, Arsenal's title hopes were undermined in part by injuries to key players at crucial stages. Already this season, Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka have picked up knocks. That highlights why Arteta is so determined to maintain strong depth across all positions, not just in attack but defensively as well. Hincapie would offer cover in two different positions and, thanks to his time under Alonso, he already has the tactical adaptability that would help him slot into Arteta's style of play without a long adjustment period. It is also important to consider the bigger picture. Arsenal, like all top clubs, have to juggle multiple competitions. The Champions League has expanded its group stage, meaning that clubs could face at least 8 fixtures before even entering the knockout rounds. Added to that are the demands of the Premier League, FA Cup, and League Cup, which could see Arsenal playing 55 to 60 matches over the course of the season. Managers need the ability to rotate players effectively without weakening the side. Even a player considered a squad option could realistically expect to feature in 20 to 25 games across a campaign at a club of Arsenal's stature. With that in mind, strengthening with a player of Hincapie's profile seems less like a luxury and more like a necessity. Reports have also indicated that Tottenham may be monitoring the player, which could potentially spark a transfer battle between the North London rivals. However, Arsenal's clear advantage is the player's apparent preference to join them, and that may prove decisive. If the deal were to move forward, some outgoings would naturally have to occur to balance the squad and finances. Players such as Gabriel Jesus, Alexander Zinchenko, Kiwior, or even Reece Nelson have been linked with possible departures, with Fulham reportedly showing interest in Nelson. Arsenal's transfer strategy in recent years has often involved securing their main targets early before turning to outgoings later in the window, and this situation seems to align with that approach. It is also worth noting how much Hincapie has developed since first joining Leverkusen. When the German club signed him, he was viewed as a raw prospect. He had clear talent but often made mistakes, giving away penalties or receiving red cards. Over time, however, he has matured significantly, cutting those errors out of his game and evolving into a reliable, composed defender. After Leverkusen's recent match against Hoffenheim, which they lost, he was reportedly in tears, suggesting he sensed that could have been his final appearance for the club. That emotional reaction may signal that a transfer is indeed imminent. All things considered, this story is one to watch closely in the final days of the transfer window. Arsenal are once again showing ambition in the market, and while questions may arise about the necessity of another defender, the reality is that Hincapie offers both quality and flexibility at an age where he can still develop further. For a manager like Mikel Arteta, who values tactical intelligence and squad depth, this potential signing makes a great deal of sense. Despite already spending heavily this summer in a window that has seen the Gunners strengthen in multiple areas, Mikel Arteta and his recruitment team are actively exploring the possibility of bringing in Bayer Leverkusen's versatile defender Piero Hincapie. The timing of this development is crucial, coming with just over a week to go before the transfer window closes, and although the club's focus has largely been on trimming their squad and finalizing departures, they are clearly preparing themselves to act quickly if the right opportunity presents itself, especially when it comes to securing a left-sided central defender. Mark, this is a story that has surfaced quickly but already looks like it could gather momentum. Another defender, people might ask. Under Mikel Arteta's leadership, Arsenal have shown a clear preference for building from the back and ensuring defensive stability, and while they are relatively well stocked in attack with strikers, wingers, and creative midfielders, the need for balance in a squad competing across multiple competitions cannot be underestimated. Fans may initially raise eyebrows at the idea of more money being invested in the defense, but when considering the physical demands of the Premier League and the number of games Arsenal will face this season across all competitions, the reasoning becomes clearer. According to reports in Germany, the 23-year-old Ecuadorian defender has a release clause in his contract set at €60 million, which equates to roughly £52 million.